Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah. What a weird day. In the past couple days, I was sick. And like when you go to sleep and you're not asleep type of sick? Yeah, that. Annoying. So annoying. Like last night, I didn't even fall asleep. I think I was like at that right before REM stage or whatever you want to call it. It's so annoying. Yeah, what's this guy on the side of the road? He's barefoot. The little girl was like staring at me like, what's that thing on his head? It's called a helmet. Something you probably won't know about until you like get your own bike or something like that. It is a beautiful evening out here in the Santa Clarita Valley. It was nice all day actually. So like I was saying, chill, bro, Sif. All right. Anyways, so I did the following. I washed the bike, dried it, lubed the chain. That was it. I didn't attempt to start it because I could push the bike where I wanted it to be without wasting gas or whatever. So yeah, a couple hours later, I wanted to ride. So I got on the bike, turned the ignition, and I pushed the start button right down there, and it looked like what you see right now, no lights. So, I'm thinking dollar signs in my head. And I'm not the first type to say, okay, I'm gonna take this on, head on. I'm thinking starter, I'm thinking regulator, rectifier, whatever you want to call it. I'm thinking that. I'm thinking fuses, blown relays, anything that equals money, So I troubleshooted. I had the hardest time taking off the stupid fuse cover down here. Took me forever, like almost a half hour, because the clips were, you literally have to yank it. I had anything old, alright? I used to drive an old Geo, Plymouth Laser, so anything plastic and you start yanking on it, it will break, okay? So I was just being cautious from previous experience. Regardless, I went ahead and checked all the fuses and relays, and I tried to bump start it. If you could bump start a bike, that means mostly everything's okay, and it's either an electrical issue with the starter. Pretty much, that's what it is. If you could bump the bike and it runs fine. So I was able to push start it, in other words, or bump it. And yeah, it started up just fine, and that's too tight. I don't think I can squeeze through there. Anyways, like I was saying, yeah, seriously, what I was saying. So I redid the whole troubleshooting pattern. I checked the relays, I checked the fuses, I checked the grounds, everything was fine. It was just frustrating what was happening. I was like, oh my gosh, are you serious? So I said, forget it. I left the ignition on the on position, as you can see, but the battery was disconnected. I was too focused on anything else. I was gonna actually run the starter from the leads that go into the starter relay. I was gonna run it to see if the starter works. But what's this guy doing? Anyways, I was gonna do that to see if the starter works, but None avail. I didn't even want to try it. So I was just like, I was just too frustrated. So while I was tightening the screws to the battery, the lights came on. The negative side was already screwed in. I was screwing in the positive side. That doesn't sound right, but yes, I was screwing in the positive side, and it was already screwed on kind of tight, but it was too tight. Like, I noticed that it was really, really tight on there, and I was looking if there was any type of corrosion going on, and nothing, you know. So I double checked, I unscrewed the positive side, and voila, I had power. I left then I kind of screwed that same screw again, the positive lead. I righty tighty, lefty loosey. Yeah, I re-screwed it tight, and the power went away. So how does that work? You know, I've never seen that actually happen before. So I unscrewed it just a bit where I could get the power. Boom, the bike started. What a waste of my 2 hours, seriously. I couldn't believe it was like that. Something so simple. That was my first thing I checked too, was the battery. I charged it. I put it on a battery tender, and within maybe 5 minutes it was green. So the battery was not dead. Great, right? Like, it wasn't like it wasn't something like profound, like, oh yeah, that was it, oh yeah. No, it was a stupid battery screw, and that whole time I was just like looking at myself fail, right? Super epic fail. Whatever. Welcome to the old world of owning a old bike, or the world of owning an old bike. Peace out. Green light, green light, green light.